Seriously, look at that. It's like I was trying to intimidate it. Crazy.
Good morning. I had to double check everything, make sure everything is recording because this is time number 3. Well, that's 6. This is 3 that I've gone through this. So it's really like teaching a normal day. What we're going to talk about today is our favorite things, stuff that we love. How do we turn them into a symbol? All right. So I'm going to share my screen. Boom, boom. There you go. Let's get rid of this this box here. All right. If you looked at this image, we know it's not a real hamburger or cheeseburger. We know it is a symbol of a cheeseburger because it's simplified. It isn't a particular cheeseburger. It could be any cheeseburger, Burger King, Wendy's, McDonald's, perhaps a place that is even more a little upper scale and higher class, like this burger here, which is my favorite burger of all time. This is from Kuma's Corner. There is one in Schaumburg, the one in Chicago on, I believe it's 1900. Belmont is better. It's a death metal bar. All the waitresses are tattooed. It's kind of a scary place. Oh my God, do they make good food. The one in Schaumburg is okay if you just need to stop by. This here is a pretzel roll with tortilla chips crushed on there, so you can get a chipotle mayo nicely held within those chips. They put on a big fat beef patty that has roasted garlic in there. Usually thinner sliced jalapenos than are in this picture. They're almost paper thin in the one I had first time. Then they put a habanero jack cheese on top. They put more chips on top of that to hold in the homemade hot sauce. You can throw an onion on there and a tomato. This thing is titled the Plague Bringer Burger, which is way too apropos for the situations that we are currently in. You would think it would melt your face. I bit into that thing, and it was just the tastiest. It wasn't even hot. It was just the tastiest burger I'd ever had. If I got hit by a bus walking out of there, I would have been okay with that. I had just had the greatest taste experience of my life. And as a last meal, would have been perfect. Now, if I wanted to convey that burger, I'm in a little bit of trouble because this says burger. This says really good particular burger. So if I were going to try to get people to understand this as a Plague Bringer burger, I may not get what I want. You know, I could draw some jalapenos in there. They'll just think it's a burger with jalapenos. I could draw the little symbol of the Kuma's bear, which is their logo on the burger. That's just going to look weird. So sometimes we can't get exactly what we want. So I would stick with my symbol of this burger. If you want to add more detail to make it a little more closer to the burger you want, that's fine. You can have a advanced symbol. But it doesn't have to be a burger. It can be whatever your favorite food is. Pizza, sushi, chili rellenos. Oh my God, I learned how to make them this summer. That was a bad move, and now that's why I'm on a diet. Well, that and 1,000 other meals, like the Plague Bringer burger. All right, let's talk about favorite holidays. If you cannot figure out my favorite holiday from this picture, you have not been in the States long enough. This is my favorite holiday of all time. If you had just put half of that image on there, cut that face in half and had it sticking out of the edge of the drawing, you would still know it's a pumpkin. You would still assume the holiday is Halloween. All right? Whatever your favorite holiday is, put up a Christmas tree, put up a menorah, groundhog for Groundhog Day. It's a weird one. No one's ever done it. You could be the first. Put in your favorite holiday for this upcoming drawing. Favorite animal. You could do a very detailed drawing of the animal you like. In my case, it's a wolf. You can do a less detailed drawing to make it more of a symbol, a simple symbol. Or you could even go more simple and do a paw. All right, so there's another option right there. We may think dog, but we'll get the idea across to what shape of animal is your favorite. So it's really up to you. If your favorite was a dog, maybe you could do a dog leash, dog collar, a dog food bowl with a bone sticking out of it. Whatever your favorite animal is, you know. Okay, one that's a little more abstract and a little bit harder to get a grasp on. Now, if I show you these two pictures and I say, which one do you think is jazz? Now, you probably haven't listened to a lot of jazz in your life, but you've heard it in movies or you've heard it in fancy gatherings. I'm going to guess you're going to go with the one on the right because saxophone tends to be more closely associated with jazz. So you could do a simplified version of this guy if your favorite music is jazz, or you could draw playing the saxophone, or you could draw the saxophone. In the left, harmonica isn't really used in hip hop. It's not used in rap. Sometimes it's used in country, but it's very, very rare nowadays. This is probably a blues player. I know it is a blues player, but that would be a guess for somebody who didn't know. So harmonica tends to be more of a blues instrument, although it can play anything. It's more closely associated with blues. Now you guys are like, I don't really like blues, Velato. I don't really like jazz. Cool enough, cool enough. As we move on, I got to click on that because I'm not sure they're coming up. They're different styles, same instrument. Which one of these pictures is probably death metal? That's right. If you said the one on the left, you would be correct. And even though I'm not a fan of death metal, I kind of dig this guitar right here. The other one, probably country. How do we know it's country? Well, it's an acoustic guitar. It's a little beat up. It's got a lot of wear on the top 3 frets, which means this guy plays a lot of first position chords, as folk music and country does. And it's got a cowboy hat, which I never understand why people wear in Illinois, because I don't see anybody riding horses really or wrangling cows. Go figure. Now, I like all types of music for the most part, even an occasional rap song, although they're few and far in between. I like a lot of different styles of music, so instead of going for that, I would just put my favorite instrument. This is an Echo BX7. Love this bass. This I got when I was 17. It took me 27 years to find another one, a fretted one. This is a fretless instrument. They're rare. They're not worth anything. I mean, they're worth a couple $100, but they're really, as far as collectible instruments go, I'm the only guy. I think it's an amazing instrument. Anybody who's played it thought it was wonderful. I don't know why they're not more sought after. I guess there were just too few made, which you would normally think would make it worth more. In this case, there's no interest in it, so nobody wants it except me. So if you see one of these, contact me. Let me know. There's a guitar version. I had to order mine from Italy. They never left Italy. The guitars, the basses did. Go figure. All right, favorite colors. You've got really green is obviously my favorite color. I'm trying to stay away from the word. I know you can make the background your favorite color, but nobody's going to really get that. They'll just be like, oh, the background's blue or the background's orange. Yeah, you're fine doing a bucket. You could do a paintbrush. You could do a crayon. You can make them a cartoon character. That'll probably be good enough to symbolize your color. All right, favorite movie or TV. When I say favorite, it doesn't have to be your favorite forever. This was my favorite movie from high school. I still really love this movie. I don't know if I can call it my favorite, but if people ask me, I go, oh yeah, that's my favorite movie. It's about an immortal. It's called Highlander. There isn't really a direct symbol that links with this movie. As you can see in the movie poster, there's a sword being held up. That's actually the bad guy's sword, so I don't know why it's there. That hand should be drawn a little bit bigger if they're trying to imply that the bad guy is in the background moving forward. It's just really a mess of a poster as far as advertising is concerned and composition. That poster wasn't that famous. This movie was huge in Europe, wasn't really huge in America. This sword is the most symbolic part of the movie. This ends up being the Highlander's sword after his teacher dies. So I would draw that sword to symbolize my favorite movie. And the 4 of my friends who know and love this movie would recognize that. I'm not sure anybody else would. So it's a very specific symbol for a very specific group of people. If your favorite movie is Batman, oh, you've got it easy. You draw the bat symbol. If your favorite movie is Titanic, we all know what happens at the end of that, right? Bloop, 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 bloop. If your favorite movie is Passion of the Christ, there's something wrong with you. It's kind of a violent movie. But still, you get the idea. You could figure out what is the important part of the movie. If it's Star Wars, lightsabers, right? No other movie has a lightsaber. A lot of sci-fi movies have ships. If you do a particular ship from Star Wars, they'll figure out. So there's a lot of options there. All right. If you have any questions or you're having a hard time figuring out what to use as a symbol for your favorite TV show, your favorite movie, or the one you like better than the others, because you don't want to commit, email me and we can talk about it. All right. That's about it for today. If you didn't hear this talk straight up in person, that's why I'm making this video. I probably should have put that at the beginning. But anyway, this is what we're doing for our subject matter. Be thinking about and finding images that you can take and turn into symbols. All right, I hope everybody has a good day. Peace out.